Pretty nice campsite. A little overcast, but in true camping fashion, when do you not have rain? You know, sometimes you get a nice weekend, sometimes you get rain. The boys are going to be joining me a little bit later on. I decided to come up and get everything set up for them. They got some stuff going on this weekend, so they're going to be coming and going. I got to get started. We got this little portable stove burner. We did a little test of it in our driveway and it worked really well. So I can't wait to see how Parker likes it when he gives it a try. Usually this campground cuts some wood and leaves it down the road. When I was pulling in though, there's a lot of people camping here. This is completely off grid. No electric, no water, nothing. Self-sufficient with our battery pack. It's good to see a lot of people out camping. There's been a lot of years where we've come through and it was only us. It's a little bit of rain, some sprinkling. It's kind of overcast. What camping trip would it be without having some rain though? So we got this, as you can see, this is a tent for the back of our truck bed topper. We just wanted a little extra room on the tailgate because it's a short 5'8" bed on these Chevys. But I tested it out in the garage, so I didn't have a lot of room. So here's hoping that I'm able to put it together before the boys get here. All right. I'm going to try to figure it out from memory, but if not, I'm going to have to go into those instructions. I think I got it right. There's a moonroof on here, then it comes out and extends over your tailgate, and then it wraps around. You pull it tight. It's supposed to keep the bugs and stuff out, while giving you a little extra room and some protections. You can also take the door out and use it as an awning if you want. So may give that a try, depending on the wind and what's going to kick up tonight. Because the last time, if you saw our short, we had a little incident at night where we had the big tent out, and with the wind and everything here and the rainstorms, it just knocked everything over. Kind of made the tent unusable. Thus is the reason we got this. And again, we want a little bit of room, so we'll give it a try. I was wondering why it didn't fit. I was using the wrong one. You use the longer, smaller one to go across the top. Let's see if this works out. It's not too shabby. take you for a tour inside in a little bit. I gotta finish wrapping up and getting under the truck and do some stuff. These lids always come in handy. Why get down on the ground if you don't have to? And you're carrying them with you anyway. I know this might sound disgusting, but in the middle of the night, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Here's the setup. Got some lights, 2 places for me and Parker to sleep. The cutout that we put into the bed. Now with this extra tent on the back, we got tons of room on the inside to sleep. Over on this side, you're gonna notice we have a fan. There's actually a fan up there that I can hang up on my side. And we also have our battery pack. That thing works amazing. That's pretty much our setup. The extra sleeping bag we have right here, just in case we get cold. Got to put some batteries in those. And gonna get this fire started. Gonna use these Go Fire stuff. I see a lot of people using them online, and I thought I'd give them a try. We used to bring a ton of stuff with us, everything. And now every trip, we just keep trying to narrow it down, just to the necessities that we need. It takes away a lot of the stress. Just trying to pack light and lean and just bring in what we need. Oh, it makes the weekends more enjoyable. These 5-gallon buckets work really well to carry your gear around in. They're pretty cheap. You pick them up at Lowe's or Home Depot. Somebody was kind enough to leave us a bunch of cigarettes and paper and stuff in the fire pit. So we'll burn that up, and there's some garbage laying around, so we're gonna clean that up as well. Love these 5-gallon buckets. Like I said, I put all of our cooking stuff in it, but I also use it for kindling as we cut up little pieces of wood. This stuff we got from a karate dojo, actually. It's the wood that they break when they do the karate moves. We got several boxes after they did some tests, and we just cut it up into smaller pieces. And let me tell you, this stuff works great. Top it off. Well, we're gonna try out this little stove. This thing is just so cool, and it's only like 20 bucks. It's just amazing. It also came with a little saw and a blower to stoke the fire. The blue wrapping that's on this thing, what a pain in the butt to get off. Also got a couple good cuts on it. I know some people say, well, you should have used gloves, but I didn't. That folds down. There's that little saw. Yeah, got a little dirty, but that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all you need. We'll see how it works. And then the front will come down and you feed the logs in like that. Every time I've come camping over the years, I always learn something. I always forget something too. There's nothing you could do about that. I know on the last trip, Parker was talking around the fire with me. He asked me, he said, Dad, can we do this forever? He could have been like, Dad, I never want to do this again. But no, he wants to do it forever. And I love that. Well, the boys will be arriving soon, so I'm going to head down the trail and meet them. I'm sure they're super excited. I already got a couple of text messages and calls. So I know Parker's dying to get here. So thanks for staying with me while I was setting up camp, and we'll see you in the next adventure.